How dare you, as Charles lays deadly blow on Meghan and breaks out into her house to catch Archie and Lili at midnight. Prince Charles is desperate on wanting to meet Archie and Lilibet, as Prince Harry's changes for the UK on visit had grown slim. According to the royal expert Russell Myers, the Prince of Wales is having a hard time accepting that he may not see his grandchildren for a long time, as the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex continue to delay their visit to the UK due to the safety fears. Speaking on 9 News Today, he had said, "I know that Prince Charles is absolutely desperate to see his grandchildren, but as I said, Prince Harry has really put himself in a difficult position. He is saying that it is more as a dangerous place than California, coming back to London because of this security row. Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? If he doesn't sort this business out, if the Home Office and the British government, then we might not see him for a long time." Recently, King Charles has been dawdling on finalizing Archie and Lilibet's royal titles, and we finally know exactly why, although anyone who had kept up with the years-long royal feud won't be surprised by what is slowing the new king's decision. In a Vanity Fair article written by the royal expert Katie Nicole, she explains, now that Charles is king, Harry and Meghan's children automatically become Prince Archie of Sussex and Princess Lilibet of Sussex. However, at the time of writing, the royal family's website still has them listed as Master Archie Harrison Mountbatten-Windsor and Miss Lilibet Mountbatten-Windsor. This means that even though President says that Archie and Lilibet automatically inherit the titles of Prince and Princess with the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, Harry and Meghan's children have yet to formally receive their HRH designation, a status reserved for direct descendants of His or Her Royal Highness. Nicole reveals that the source close to the king says that Archie and Lilibet's final titles will depend a lot on what happens in the coming months, particularly with Harry's book and the Sussex's Netflix TV show. As again, anyone who has been keeping up with his transitions on every side of the royal feud likely isn't shocked by this, as Prince Harry's memoir, which is speculated to be a time bomb of truth bombs, has been a major point of connotation with the Crown since its publication deal was announced. His and Meghan's equality, highly anticipated Netflix show has added more fuel to the royal fire, as a fire that will either smolder or burn up it all to the ground, depending on what information unveiled between the two media projects. As for now, King Charles has decided to use his grandchildren as pawns in his side of the strategic game. In other news, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have reportedly been facing a major amount of pressure over their financial future ever since the Queen's death. Royal commentator and journalist had issued the claims while speaking to Express UK. He began by admitting there's been a lot of talk recently about them delaying the Netflix program. Netflix has been saying that it won't come out immediately after The Crown, which presumably is what they had bought it for, to capitalize on the royal interest. The Crown's producers have decided that they won't go up to the current day and include the Meghan and Harry story, for example. So it seems ideal for Netflix that they would have their own Meghan and Harry series to follow up with immediately afterwards. He has even referenced that Meghan Markle's comments and claimed that it did sound, from what she said, likely that they have lost control over the narrative of what that piece of somewhat. As there have been some rumors in the press that the couple have been in trouble because their truth in the Netflix series and Harry's truth in the forthcoming book are somewhat different in some details. And of course those truths, is inverted commas, have corresponded with the truths that they put into the Oprah interview. And this variety, as I think that people are noticing that they are irregularities. As Her Majesty the Queen had put it, recollections may vary. As it seems that in this case, sometimes their own recollections may vary, and I think there's a fear in the Netflix series that they haven't necessarily got full control over the narrative that they would have liked to had. And that is one of the complaints that they had of their time as working royals, and they didn't have full control over how the press would write about them. Well, perhaps they had found now that stepping out is quite carefully curated royal coverage into the world of celebrity means that they have even less control. And if Netflix are going to release a program the couple themselves have given content for, and now regret having contributed to, they may get to the point where they look back at their time as royals and think they had a bit more control then, as they had realized.